Hi, it's Therese from Lostinpaper and I'm back today with another card in my mini-series Addicted to Die Cutting. Today's technique is using your dies to emboss. This is a great technique that Julie shared at the last online card class and I just love this idea. But you do need to use a die that has a solid back. The ones with the holes won't work, and you probably need to grab an embossing folder that's fairly busy. So this is a Sizzix embossing folder and my dies from Paper Tray Ink, and I'll start by just adhering the die where I want this to be on the embossing folder, and that'll just hold a little bit of tape or hold that in place. I'm using the side of the embossing folder that's raised, and I'll just pop my die in place. And I've got my cardstock already cut. I'm going to be doing this as a panel on the front of my card, and I'll just to see exactly where I want this, I can just flip that over and see where the die sits on my panel, and then I can just hold that in place with a bit of low tack tape. I'm using my Bigshot at tab 1 and a cutting plate on there, then my embossing folder and a rubber mat. So that means the blade's facing up towards the paper, but it won't be cutting through because the rubber mat will be there. And then a cutting plate on top. Now all machines are slightly different, so you just need to be aware that you may need to add some shims or use different tabs. Never force your machine. Just roll that through. And then just remove the adhesive. And isn't that just gorgeous? I'm not sure if you can see that. The best thing about this die is it has a matching stamp set. So I will be using one of the matching stamps. The set's called Butterfly Dreams. So I've got some VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And the good thing about clear stamps is you can see exactly where you're stamping. And I've got a sentiment here from Altenew. This is called Label Love. Using some VersaFine Onyx Black as well. And then I'll just cut that out. I'll cover up those cut edges just by flipping it over and running a black marker along the edges of the cardstock. Just going to do some quick colouring now using my Prismacolor pencils. Just using my pencils to blend the colours together. So I'll pop this panel up on my card front. It's a side folding landscape card. Oh, I've got some nice thick dots. These ones are this to that. Just like the way they sit. Really quite high off the card, and I'm being fairly generous with the dots too because the panel's a little bit warped from running through the embossing folder and the Bigshot, so I'd rather that it didn't sag. It's easy just to put a couple of extra foam dots and then I know it'll be right. And for my sentiment, I've got some foam dots that are not quite so thick. Hope I put it up the right way. Eek. So I've got some sparkling clear sequins. These are the 4mm ones from Pretty Pink Posh. And using some Multi-medium, this is the matte one. I wasn't going to, but I may have to. It's a butterfly after all. I think it's wonderful when you can get more out of your dies. So I'll be back again real soon with some more tips and techniques. Until then, happy paper crafting. Bye.